On July 4, 1945, an idea took root in Mexico City. The Second World War was ending. The world was changing. A group of visionaries saw an opportunity. They wanted to create a new kind of bakery, modern, efficient, and able to serve the entire city. This was not just about baking bread. It was about building a modern enterprise, feeding a nation that was industrializing and growing at a rapid pace. The founders knew the future wasn't only the small local bakery, it was a brand people could trust at home every single day. The name they chose was simple. It was memorable. They called it Bimbo. The name echoed bingo and Bambi. It was easy for children to say, cheerful and friendly by design. This was a deliberate choice, a brand that felt like part of the family. The company was formally founded on December 2, 1945. With 38 employees, a small fleet of 10 delivery trucks, and a single factory, the journey began. The ambition was immense, starkly beyond their initial scale. The founding partners were a remarkable team. Lorenzo Servitje led with strategy. Jaime Horba brought financial expertise. Alfonso Velasco mastered machinery and process, joined by Jaime Sendra and Jose T. Mata. The first Bimbo bakery was Organized Energy, located in Santa Maria Insurgentes, Mexico City. Inside, the scent of fresh bread filled the air. The founders worked alongside the team. Lorenzo oversaw the flow, from mixing tours to shaping and baking, to loading the trucks. Modern for its time, yet still modest in scale. The goal: perfection in every loaf, taste, texture, and appearance. They started with a few key products. The star was Super Pan Bimbo, the classic white sandwich bread, soft and consistently delicious. Alongside, a toasted bread and a dark bread. The line stayed intentionally small. Branding was critical. The white bear in a baker's hat, designed by Alfonso Velasco's wife, felt friendly and clean. Growth in the 50s and 60s was methodical. First, dominate Mexico City. Trucks became moving billboards, brand everywhere. Profits were reinvested. Better ovens, advanced mixing. They built distribution to reach big stores and tiny tienditas alike. Bimbo sales representatives managed inventory, recommended new items, and built personal relationships. Direct-to-store delivery meant freshness. Every neighborhood, every day. This created immense brand loyalty and a competitive advantage that was almost impossible to replicate. As Bimbo solidified Mexico City, leadership looked across the nation. The 1970s brought aggressive expansion across vast, diverse terrain. Plants opened in Monterrey, 1960, then Guadalajara, 1964. By the 80s, major plants spanned Mexico. Instead of shipping long distances, risking staleness, they built bakeries for each region. Decentralized production powered national growth. In 1972, Bimbo secured Wonder Bread rights in Mexico. The 70s and 80s, new plants and strategic acquisitions. Product lines diversified. Marinella in 1957 for snack cakes and cookies, then Ricolino and Barcel, all leveraged by a powerful distribution network. In 1984, Bimbo began exporting Marinella snack cakes to the United States, targeting Hispanic communities in Los Angeles and Houston. A learning lab in logistics, marketing, and regulation, small but crucial. The real international push began in the 1990s, with NAFTA opening doors. Bimbo acquired leading bakers across Latin America, keeping local brands and loyalties intact, while infusing operational efficiency, technology, and marketing muscle. Respecting local tastes enabled rapid growth, defining a global expansion model for decades to come. The new millennium. Bimbo set its sights on the United States. Exports helped, but bold acquisitions changed everything. In 2002, Bimbo acquired George Weston's Western U.S. baking business, including Orowheat. It was a major regional player with routes and recognition. In 2009, Bimbo acquired Weston's entire U.S. baking business, adding Arnold, Brownberry, and Thomas's English muffins. This made Bimbo a dominant force in the American bread aisle. Then, in 2011, it acquired Sara Lee's North American Fresh Bakery, cementing Bimbo Bakeries USA as the largest in the nation. The Little White Bear now sat atop U.S. baking. In 2006, Bimbo entered Asia by acquiring a large bakery in Beijing, patiently adapting to local habits. It learned the market, then introduced large-scale expertise. Expansion continued into Europe and Africa. Identify a leader with deep roots, make a competitive offer. Integrate with upgrades, logistics, and quality standards. Often keep the local name and leadership, honoring heritage while scaling performance. Combining respect for local culture with global muscle, Bimbo grew without alienating customers. Bimbo industrialized baking, millions of loaves with the same taste, softness, and quality. Lower costs, longer shelf life, deeper trust. A vast direct store delivery system, tens of thousands of vehicles, became the company's lifeblood. Today, on January 2, 2026, Grupo Bimbo stands as a colossus, the largest baking company on the planet. Operations span 34 countries across 4 continents, over 148,000 people, more than 100 renowned brands. Products in millions of homes, at breakfast and in lunchboxes every day. From 10 trucks in Mexico City to a fleet of over 55,000 vehicles. Freshness delivered worldwide. Annual sales in the tens of billions of dollars. Bimbo turned baking from a local craft into a global science, mass production, sophisticated logistics, powerful branding. Food companies worldwide studied its model. It changed eating habits, making packaged baked goods a staple across cultures. It set new standards for freshness and availability, reshaping consumer expectations. As a global citizen, Bimbo invests in renewable energy, many facilities powered by wind, reducing water use, carbon, and waste. It develops sustainable packaging and deploys electric delivery fleets. Health commitments, thousands of reformulations, less sodium, sugar, and fat, more whole grains and beneficial ingredients. Guided by Lorenzo Servitje's people-first vision, employees are collaborators, growth and well-being at the core. The company supports education, health, and disaster relief, its trucks often among the first delivering hope. In Puebla, a baker named Carlos began in the 70s at a simple oven. Training lifted him to supervise modern lines and mentor the next generation, including his son. Not just jobs, careers, belonging, and brighter futures. They grew a global enterprise, true to quality, respect for people, and service to community. More than bread, it's a simple idea, executed with relentless purpose, that rose to feed the world. The Little White Bear has become a global symbol, fresh, reliable food for everyone, every day.